You know, there's so many things that you want to say, and you don't want to get too wordy, you don't want to bore anyone, and I hope I haven't done that. But just know that I've got a second chance in my life to spread the word, to help kid finders, to help missing children, to help my friend Brad. I'm so thankful he came into our lives and has helped us, has guided us. And I'm going to be leaning on him more. In church, I've been fortunate enough with Herkies and Glenn to stand up and sing in church, lean on me. I don't have a good voice by no means, by no imagination. But I'll tell you what, when you get something inside of you that you have compassion for, you have love for, it's really something how you can sing pretty well. I'm glad that these guys are standing behind me today for support, for strength. I'm glad for all of you that came here today. I didn't wear the traditional white shirt today. I wore a lavender shirt. It was given to me and to go get this shirt, and Brad even wore one today because we talked about it. And this was Caylee's favorite color. Brad also said to me last night, it's part of a rebirth. I guess it is rebirth. It's a new normal for us in our family. There's no such thing as what it used to be. There's a new normal every single day. Though there might be still some negativity out there, it's going to turn to positive things, because more and more people are going to see that you need to be positive to get through life. God bless everyone. Thank you for coming today. And please, again, just hope and prayer for all of us.
Some of you know that I've been battling a cold for the last couple weeks, so I hope I get through this. I'm armed. I've been armed for months with my trinkets, my bracelets, my Caylee bracelets. Caylee, Casey, I love you. Missing children. You know, I like jewelry, but it's getting ridiculous. My arm gets heavier and heavier, but it brings me peace. I remember the day that Casey came to me to tell me the news that I would be a grandmother, as though it was yesterday. I remember her beauty and her radiance as she spoke. My immediate reaction was of total peace and joy. I knew that our lives would be blessed, but I never realized just how blessed until the day that Caylee Marie was born. The moment I first saw Caylee Marie, and the instant she was placed into my arms, she stole my heart forever. My heart just melted. I knew from then on that her spirit was strong and that she would be a very special child. Caylee was a perfect baby. I remember one day when I came to pick her up at Holly's house. Holly was telling me about an outing she had at Publix, and how Holly said people just kept coming up to her and wanting to know what was going on, because Caylee's there squealing and laughing and carrying on. And Caylee had a voice when she was just a baby. She had a voice. I remember Lee saying, "Mom, she's so loud." She wouldn't wake up crying. She'd wake up laughing. She'd wake up cooing. She'd wake up just smiling. She was always a happy child. She loved her family very much. She loved her animals. She loved her Tinker and her Tilly, her Ho-Ho and her Pei-Pei. In fact, Tilly and Caylee used to love to play in the backyard together. They used to play ball. Tilly would knock her over, and Caylee would knock Tilly over. And they They were the best of friends, and Tilly and Tinker still look for Caylee even today. Caylee's favorite pastimes were coloring, reading stories, finger painting, having a tea party. At her little tea party, she'd have Elmo and Mr. Pig and her teddy bear, and then Caylee. And she'd set the table and pour them all some tea, and she'd have a grand old time. She loved playing dress up. George shared with you she'd love to come out and have her beads on. She wouldn't have one strand, she'd have 50 strands on, and she had a whole trunk full of beads. She loved Spider-Man. She'd come out in her Spider-Man socks and her Spider-Man t-shirt. She loved Cinderella. She loved those crazy glasses with the furry eyebrows and the big nose. George covered some of the movies. She loved 101 Dalmatians, Monsters Incorporated, Bambi 1 and 2. And we're still not sure to this day which one she liked better. She'd watch them both and back and forth 3 or 4 times during the day. She did love her Veggie Tales, her SpongeBob, and her Baby Einstein movies. Caylee loved music. In fact, Caylee was so good at keeping a beat that George was seriously thinking about buying her a drum set for her 4th birthday.
That's true.
So, Caylee loved the water, and she was becoming a good swimmer. Her and I used to spend a lot of time together in the pool, and I'm going to miss those days. My favorite times. My favorite times when she would come in on Sunday morning and wake me up, and her face would be right in my face. Cece, wake up. And she'd be right there. I love sitting in the reclining chair reading the stories with her. Every night before we go to bed, she'd go outside and she'd look up at the stars and want to say goodnight to the stars and the moon. And if it was a cloudy night, we'd just say, well, the stars have already gone to bed. They're covered up with the blanket that God gave them because they were cold. Oh, man. Hearing her call out my name and telling me how much that she loved me. Talking to her on the phone. Every night I would drive home from work, and she would tell me about her day. Watching her eyes light up when her JoJo came into the room. Hearing her talk about her Uncle E and her Aunt Maury. Mostly the things I miss is watching the love that she shared with her mother. It breaks my heart today that Casey's not with us today to honor her child, whom she loved so very, very much. Casey, I hope you're able to hear me today. I love you, and I wish I could comfort you right now. I wish I could take away all of your pain and wipe away your tears. I want to thank you for giving me the greatest gift that I have ever received, and that is for Caylee Marie. Caylee was so much like you. She got her beauty and her compassion. She had your spirit, and she will always love you. She knows that she was loved by her family, and that's all that's important. Stay strong, my child. God will keep you safe. And Caylee is watching over all of us. God has blessed me with 3 children, 3 beautiful children. I love them all unconditionally.